Hi Pisces, welcome to your daily reading. I hope you're doing well. We're going to have a look and see what's coming up for you at this time, what you need to know for your highest good. Take what resonates, as always, disregard the rest. Don't ever force anything to fit. And also feel free to check out any other video on the channel. They're all done in divine timing, meant for you to find them when you need them. Watch your weeklies, your you versus them. Like I say, any other video that calls out to you, it's because it has a message, so trust your own guidance. We're going to have a look and see what's being highlighted for you at this time and what you need to know for your highest good. All right, I'm going to give you a minute to go get your coffee. Like Rachel said, hi Rachel, I hope it's okay if I give you a little shout out. She said she paused the video the other day to go get her coffee so she could have coffee with me as she watched it, and I thought that was really sweet. So I have my coffee, go get yours. All right, so I hope it's okay if I give you shout outs every now and again, because I have some lovely people on the channel and in the messaging section, Ace of Wands. And I hope it's okay if I just mention you every now and again. All right, Pisces, let's see what we got going on. Thank you in advance for liking the videos, for sharing them, for your beautiful comments, and for subscribing to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything, and it's a nice way for us to all support each other. I show up, deliver messages for you, well, for us all, and then you can show support that way. It all works out. Everybody happy. All right, let's see. Pisces. What's going on for Pisces? Here we go. New deck, in case you didn't guess already. It's quite beautiful. I hope you like it. All right. Bottom of the deck, the Eight of Pentacles. What? With the Two of Pentacles underneath it wanted to be seen. I feel like for some of you, you're choosing where you want to invest, or a decision has been made in terms of where you want to invest. Okay, this or someone you're dealing with. For some of you, this is where you chose which job to go with, which opportunity to accept. Or you're doing that, you're debating that at this time. Let's see. Current situation, the Tower. Big shakeups. You can't go back to the way things used to be. I can tell you that much with the Tower. The Knight of Swords is a challenge. For some of you, this could have been a really big shakeup that you're not happy with, or someone else is not happy with. If you initiated the shakeup, someone else is not happy with it. If this is something that happened out of your control, there's chaos around it, there's conflict around it, you're not sure how you feel about it, okay? This could be where there's relocation as a result of a big argument or a breakup, right? Or this could be where there's shakeups in the company, the organization. There's a lot of conflict, there's a lot of frustration. I feel like it's happening external to you if it's that sort of situation, because you're actually being presented with offers. You know, hey Pisces, this is shaking up, we're removing this team, this department. We think you'd be great for this job or that job. What do you think, right? Or you could choose this other direction, or you could take severance pay or whatever, redundancy pay or whatever that is. You know what I mean? And with the Tower, whatever's happening is ultimately for your highest good. It might not feel comfortable as you're going through it, but it's a readjustment, it's a realignment, right? This is also a case of if someone was taking too long to make a decision of where to invest, this is where the Tower hits and they're being placed on the right path. This isn't a case of someone making a decision for us that we have to make, but when we know what we want to do and we're procrastinating, that's when the Tower hits. When we know what we want to do, but we're not really taking any action, or we're dragging our feet, or whatever the case may be. Once you have that clarity, if you don't act upon it, that's when the Tower comes in. Does that make sense? Because ultimately we're manifesting the Tower. By holding it all in, not taking action on something we know we want to do, we're manifesting the Tower, okay? So it doesn't really ever just happen. We're making it happen. In the foundation, we have the Sun. Yeah. Celebration, happiness, fulfillment, independence, joy, carefree energy. Charlie. Sorry, he's very busy. Yeah, independence, shining bright, being free from something. That's why it's all going down. In the recent past, we have the Three of Cups. This could be an event, a gathering, a reunion of sorts, celebration, socializing, date, relying on friends. This could be an argument with a friend for some of you, and you're breaking off that friendship, or an argument with a partner, and you're breaking off that relationship, because you want to be free, especially if it's a case that it was unstable already, or there were too many people involved in it somehow. You just decided, you know what, I just want to be done with this. I just want to be free from this. And that's what's happening. Let's see. On the mind, yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. For some of you, this is definitely where you're now single and happy and living life, okay? Or you're working for yourself and you're happy living life. Or you're working on yourself in your happy living life. You're investing in yourself, right? But it's a bit similar to yesterday's message where you're withdrawing from a group, a team, a community, a relationship that felt like a team effort or a group effort, you know what I mean? And you are focused on what you want to do, where you want to go, investing in yourself. All right. So what's going on today? We have the Ten of Wands. For some of you, this is definitely going to involve relocation, either for you or someone else. The Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune. Yes. Big change. 2 tens with the Lovers in between, wrapping up a cycle and heading towards something else. With the Lovers, there's a choice. So either the choice is, do I stay or do I go? And you're going. Or the choice is, do I continue down this path or go down the other direction? Because remember, you do have a choice here. Okay. Involving some sort of transition or change. Okay. Where to invest. And you're choosing something new. You're choosing something different with the Eight of Pentacles. Starting over type energy. Okay? So if you have been trying to avoid or putting off a conversation because you thought it was going to create a lot of arguments and chaos, and today it's just going to come out. It's just going to come out. Either you'll blurt it out, and then you'll be like, oh, well, it's out now. I actually feel better about it. And then remember, this could be someone with you, right? External to you. Or this could be a situation where it just collapses. Someone else could be saying, you know, this isn't working. And you're like, okay, cool. Glad you said it. Happy days. You know what I mean? It's that sort of energy. I do get choices, an ending, but there's a choice to it. There's an ending, but there's an alternative to what is ending that's better for you. That's what I'm getting, okay? So if there are shakeups and restructures and, you know, people losing their jobs or being made redundant, or projects falling through somehow, or something that's not going to be able to go according to the original plan or the original agreement, it's going to come with, Pisces, this isn't going to work out. However, we have this other thing that we're suggesting or proposing that we think is better for you, or that we think would be a good fit for you, or you'd be a good fit for it. What do you think? And you can choose to try to fight whatever's happening, walk away completely, or accept what the alternative is that's being offered. Okay, there's a choice there. There's a big shakeup, big argument, big breakup, but you already want to head towards somewhere else, right? There's a big shakeup and argument within a dynamic, and it makes you feel like, you know what, I just want to move out. And there's an opportunity, there's a better place for you to move to that is now being revealed to you. Do you know what I mean? Because the Tower with the Knight of Swords is something that has been stewing and brewing. And it's never been quite right, and it's never been quite settled. There's always something going on. There's always chaos. There's always tension. There's always gossip. There's always too many people involved. You never really felt settled in that place or with those people or in that relationship. And with the Sun here, you've recently had some sort of clarity or a sense of personal win, personal victory and confidence, right? That's the key. And you thought, you know what, I'm not going to take it anymore. For some of you, you realize that you have a choice not to take it anymore. You know, there is something I can do about it. I can just leave. I can just not deal with it. I can just not talk to you anymore. You know, I can just not be here anymore, go somewhere else. There's something where you're like, you know what? I have a choice. I'm going to exercise my right to make that decision. So let's see. Let's get more cards out here for Pisces. What's the Tower in the current situation? Ooh, the Ace of Cups. You want a new beginning for yourself where you're happy. This could also be like surprise. So what's going on? This is what's going on in the background. What's coming up to the forefront is you could be receiving a love offer or a job offer. Like I say, this is the alternative, okay? That you don't see coming. You didn't plan for this. You didn't expect this. What you don't know is that behind it, there may have been some chaos and conflict in order for this offer to reach you. Does that make sense? That's not your problem, though. It doesn't involve you, so you shouldn't be concerned with that. The Knight of Swords is the challenge. The Three of Swords, yeah, someone's sick and tired of being sick and tired. And they're making different choices for themselves, or this could be you. I feel like, you know, when you just become a bit numb to the chaos and arguments and conflict, and it used to get to you and it used to mess you up, and now it's just like, ugh. That's what I'm getting from this, right? It's like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I think I'm done. I think I'm over it. And for others of you, like I say, the challenge is the Knight of Swords with the Tower and the Three of Swords can be some sort of a bad breakup. But whoever's getting out of there is like, I'm done. They're not the ones experiencing the brunt of that breakup. They're the ones making that decision. Does that make sense? Or it could just, it's a bad exit. It's an unplanned, could be handled better if we had more time to think about it type of exit. But it is what it is. This is it, right? That's the type of exit, the Tower with the Knight of Swords and the Three of Swords. But what it's bringing forward, because the Tower always has a reason, you know, for happening, is the Ace of Cups for you. The Sun in the Foundation, the Hangman. You're getting out of something that you've been stuck in, that you've chosen to stay in, for better or for worse, for various reasons, right? But there's also the Sun with the Hangman talks about new clarity, new perspective, seeing things in a way you didn't see before. They gave you options. They gave you choices. They gave you a sense of confidence. They gave you a sense of, you know what, I got options here. There's things I can do about it if I'm not happy. The Three of Cups in the recent past, the Nine of Cups. There's been some sort of, again, confidence boost. I don't know if you got a lot of recognition or praise from friends, family. I don't know if there was a date or something, or someone asked you out and you're like, oh, I still got it. You know what I mean? Or someone made you an offer in terms of job projects, financial collaborations, and you're like, oh, you chose me out of all these other people, or you chose me out of all these other options. Oh, okay, I still got it. I'm still okay. I'm still good. You know what I mean? And it also put you in this mode of the Sun, where then you started looking at the situation that you were dealing with and struggling with and went, why am I doing this again? Why am I doing this again? Why did I think this was my only option? Why did I think this was the only thing I could do? You know, that I couldn't walk away from it, that I couldn't drop it, that I had to keep going. Why did I think that again? I can't remember, you know? And then here's that offer and you're like, that looks awesome. That looks yummy. I'm going to go for that. Nine of Pentacles on the mind, the Chariot. Yeah, your mind is made up. Again, an energy of victory. You've got victory in the foundation. You've got victory on the mind, in the mindset. You're like, I'm doing this. This is happening. I'm loving this. Okay, with the Nine of Pentacles and Nine of Cups. This is fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, financial fulfillment. Feeling good, looking good, doing good. Okay? Ten of Wands, the Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune. Six of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Magician. You've had the King of Swords a few times now, where it's telling me you're making very final decisions here. To give to something that gives to you, to give to something that is mutual, that is balanced, that is healthy. Okay? Contracts could be signed. Commitments could be made. Important conversations with the Magician, discussing terms, conditions, expectations, putting it all on the table. This could be interviewing and they tell you get the job instantly, immediately. This is where you go, I get like viewings. So for some of you, it is to do with relocation or getting a car or anything like that, right? And there's where you have to go and do a viewing. And you're like, yeah, all good. And it just lines up. It's just, it could be a situation where you've been stuck in a place that's been chaos, conflict, but you couldn't move out because you didn't have the money. You couldn't find a place to go to, right? And there's been some sort of completely external to that whole situation potentially, where someone told you something that made you feel really good about yourself, or they offered you something that made you feel really good about yourself, or they told you, hey, you could live with me for a while if you wanted to, you know, or whatever it is, it changed your perspective of, wait, I'm not stuck. I'm not the victim here. There's things I can do, right? Even if it's have a different approach while I'm still here, to where they don't get to me as much as they used to, or they have been, right? And it's that perspective shift that brings in this offer out of the blue, right? Out of the clouds. Could be a follow-up to this or something independent to that. Like I say, the difference is there's been a perspective shift where you're going, you know what? Let me look at it. Tell me more about it. Let me entertain it. And it's the type of situation where you've been stuck searching for a place to live for months, maybe even years. And then because of this perspective shift and how you see yourself in a different light, and how you see what you're capable of in a different light, and what you deserve and what you want in a different light, it's almost like within the span of a day, a house comes on the market, or a place, whatever. You go view it. You hear about it right away, maybe even before it goes on the market. You go view it. You love it. Everything checks out. They do the checks real quick. They come back instantly. Everything lines up. You sign the paperwork and off you go, and that's your place now. So it's almost like, so I've been stuck for months, years, and now within a day, I'm moving out and I'm moving into my dream place. It's that sort of thing, because it's manifestation, Pisces. And what has been holding you back is whatever chaos, conflict, uncertainty, negative low-level energy was around you had seeped its way in your heart, okay? And it was impacting your manifestation. It's like trying to manifest a beautiful, healthy thing from an anxious place. It's not going to happen, right? And so that is what has now shifted, okay? So you're seeing this manifestation come to light, and it's going to be fast, Pisces. Whatever this is, it will be fast. By next week, your life will be different, okay? It's that big. And Mercury is going direct, I think, in a day or so from when I'm recording this. So that's got something to do with it as well. Because remember, we're on divine timing. For some, this will be happening. You'll start to see this happen today. For others, it's happening in the coming days, right? What else for Pisces? We have the High Priestess, Judgment, and the Ace of Swords, another victory card. Listening to the calling, listening to your own intuition, listening to your own wisdom, following that calling. Because again, remember I was telling you in the beginning, the Tower hits when we've made up our mind, we have clarity on what we want to do, and yet we're not doing it. This is that energy with the Judgment and the High Priestess. We know what we wanted to do, we just weren't doing it. We weren't real for whatever reason, right? And that's when the Tower comes in, clears the slate, does everything we were thinking of doing. Maybe we would have had, I don't know, maybe we would have chosen our words better if we had time to prepare and think about it. But at the same time, we've been doing that, and the words still don't come out. The Tower happens, the words come out, however they come out, And the Ace of Swords, clarity, truth, victory, new beginning. Cutting ties and starting fresh, okay? So Pisces, what I'm seeing in today's energy is a pivotal change. That you are grateful that it's happening, ultimately. You might not like how it's happening or how it's coming together. Six of Swords, Strength, the Hermit, Eight of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. You got a bunch of aces coming out. Nine of Swords, Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups, Two of Cups. Yeah, you've been procrastinating. Five of Wands, inner conflict, by taking a leap and just changing course with the Fool, going for something. You've been thinking about changing your job for forever. You hate your job, and you've been thinking about changing your job for forever. And maybe you have been searching, maybe you have been applying, but the focus has been on what your current job was doing to you, not necessarily manifesting something new. Does that make sense? And so the current job was putting you in a bad place, and therefore that impacted you manifesting something new and better for yourself, right? Whatever happened, whatever this sense of, I feel like it's praise, it's recognition, it's a comment someone made, it's an offer you received, it's someone asking you out, it's someone telling you, oh my God, you're amazing, or you'd be perfect for this type of job, or something where it shifted your perspective, your level of confidence, your perspective on how you see yourself, what you're capable of, what you deserve, what you want, okay? And this is a while back now, because you had the clarity and you've been kind of sitting on it, okay? For whatever reason, taking your time, making sure you're ready, thinking about a graceful way of making the transition. And the truth is, the longer you waited or the longer you put off that conversation to try and avoid conflict, the more tension built up. And now it's just kind of exploding with that Tower, and it's coming out as it's coming out. You know, no more time to think about it. No more time to choose your words. Yes, Charlie. Come on. It's just coming out. And once it's out, it's out. You're like, you know what? It's out. I feel better about it. I'm not going to take it back. I'm not going to make any apologies. It is what it is. That's the truth. I would have, sugar-coated it maybe a little bit, but it's out. It is what it is, right? Type of conversation. And again, if it's external to you, you're like, this is happening. And you're not necessarily upset about it. You're like, oh my God, if you have a second or a moment of, oh boy. And then it's like, either they go, but we have this for you, or you go, well, actually, you know what? I'm not, that's fine, that's great, whatever, It's that sort of thing where it takes the pressure off. The decision has been made for you. Well, not for you, but enacted for you, because you've made the decision. Where change has been initiated for you, that you wanted to, that you were thinking about and planning to, just not doing it. You know what I mean? Just give me one sec. Sorry guys, got interrupted. But yeah, I was saying this is something that you wanted to happen anyway. It's just maybe you didn't know how you wanted it to happen. Maybe you did, and you were just procrastinating for whatever reason, trying to avoid conflict or trying to avoid a bad exit, whatever it is. But it's happening anyway. And you're like, okay, cool. that's done then. You're not upset about it. It's like, okay, pressure's off. I don't have to do it. I don't have to say it. That sort of thing. And you're just headed towards something new, you're having a conversation, an interview, a meeting, discussing terms, expectations, that sort of thing. Okay, it's really nice, Pisces, whatever this is. Okay, and it's been a long time coming. But yeah, that's what it is. You're either just blurting it out, okay, or it happens anyway, and you're like, cool, I don't have to say it. Yeah, whatever it is that you were in before, it was just going round and round. This is also an energy where you've been thinking about this and procrastinating and just going round and round in your head. That's not the right way to do it. That's not the right way to say it. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to say that. And it just comes out, We have to be fair in between worlds. A decision about a transition, a decision about going from one thing to another. Whatever you're leaving behind is dull, it's outdated, it's done, it was not fulfilling, it's lackluster. It may have been something that pays the bills, but it doesn't make you happy. It may have been something that you just felt like you had to do for the time being because you couldn't find something that really made you happy. Okay, whatever it is, but you have found something that made you happy, that makes you happy, where you see a lot of growth and you see a lot of potential, and that's where you're headed. The decision has been made a while ago. It just needed to be acted upon, and that's what you were going round and round in your head about. Is this the right time? Is this the right way? Is this the right thing? Then we have time to go. In case you were wondering, this is your confirmation, number 45, adding up to a 9. Not for you, and no place like home. Yeah, You're leaving behind something that's just not for you anymore, Pisces. It's just not for you. And again, we have the chess table here where it's like you've been strategizing, planning, thinking, going round and round in your head. And then there's that fortune cookie that just got thrown in the mix, or like the Wheel of Fortune here, where it was just a comment. It was just a random occurrence. It was just something out of the blue that opened your eyes to what is for you and what is not. You found something that is for you. You found something that feels like home. You found your home, okay, dream job, dream opportunity, dream person, or an environment where you feel at home, at ease, at peace, comfortable. Home is not necessarily a place. Home is a feeling, right? And that's where you found, Pisces. And with the number 5, the changes that are happening are meant to take you home, Pisces. It's a beautiful thing. Time to leave what is not for you and step into a new doorway that is your home, okay? Pisces, this is beautiful. This is absolutely gorgeous. So keep me posted. What is happening today? We have exchanging gifts. We have Yang. Action is being taken. A change in the wind. Travel, relocation. Big change, definitely. Okay. Yang with the Mars energy, with the Tower energy. It's just confirming everything, right? But let me know what this is for you. Let me know if you like the deck. I think it's really beautiful. And you can see it's like combination of the traditional Rider-Waite, like that image, and then the additional, this author's input, right, and design. Like that's from the Rider-Waite, and this is their interpretation, their contribution, right? Like the 9 of Pentacles. See the Pentacles, and then their interpretation, their contribution is like blending the two together. You see the image of the 9 of Cups behind her in the traditional deck, and this is like their contribution, their interpretation. You know what I mean? I found that quite interesting, quite beautiful. So let me know if you like the deck. Let me know how I resonate with the reading. It's so beautiful. Let me know, what is this big change that is happening today finally? Right? Again, job change, relocation, status change, fast. Okay? It's not, it's out of the blue in terms of how it comes about, but it's something that you've been thinking about, procrastinating, overthinking for quite some time now, Pisces. Okay? So let's do your yes or no question now. So you can pause the video, think of your question, phrase it in a way where you need a yes or a no answer. Pick a number between 1 and 3. I recommend only picking 1 since we're being very specific. But if you feel like you want to pick multiples, you go with your own guidance as always. You might get confirmation. And yeah, that's it. Let's go. Let's see. Is it a yes or a no for Pisces? Is it a yes or a no for Pisces? What do they need to know? 1, 2, 3. If you chose number 1, your answer is maybe. Did you have the Hierophant's first position yesterday as well? I feel like for some of you, you chose the same number as yesterday and you got the same card. And today it's coming up as you already got your answer. You already have your wisdom. You already know what to do. You already know where to go to get information. You already know what to do about the situation. So it's up to you to implement that information, or to implement that, not the information, to take action towards it, right? It's a bit in line with today's reading with this, all right? The Hierophant with the maybe answer for you today is telling you it's time to just do it. Stop thinking about what other people think, what other people are telling you. They're just confusing you. This is an energy. It's a good time for change with the number 5. You already know what to do, or you already know where the missing information is, okay? You already know what action needs to be taken. And this is asking you to just go ahead, implement that change. Take that step, okay? Not a good time for indecision. You already know what to do. You're not undecided. Number 2, your answer is yes. There's big news, big communication coming in, a notification, something very big, loud, clear, slightly blunt. Could be something of an official nature. But whatever the news is coming in, whatever the confirmation or the communication is that's coming in, it's what you were hoping for, it's what you wanted to hear, and it's what is fair and deserved in the situation, whatever that is, okay? And if you chose number 3, we have yes with the Sun, all majors. And we had all these cards in our reading today, didn't we? Did we have the Hierophant? I don't think we had the Hierophant. We had them yesterday, but we had Judgment and the Sun in today's reading as well. Yes, big yes. Victory, triumph, getting what you want, hearing what you want to hear. The number 19 could be significant for you, something happening around 7 p.m. Or it could be 19 minutes on the clock, whatever the hour is. When this is coming in, it's quite specific. But it's basically what you want to hear. What you want to hear, okay? Good news is coming in. All right, so Pisces, that is what I have for us at this time. Let me know how you resonate with the reading. If you do, what you think of it, because it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome, okay? I hope the yes or no section helps you. Let me know what you think of the deck. Have a fantastic day. I'm looking forward to your feedback on it, okay? I'll let you know how mine goes as well. And I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Take care. Bye for now.